Most e-commerce brands obsess over getting more Instagram followers. The fastest growing brands obsess over something completely different, turning those followers into owned email and SMS subscribers that they can monetize over and over again. Followers are rented, subscribers are owned. And while most brands hope that the Instagram algorithm will deliver their next sale, the smartest brands are building an audience inside Klaviyo, where email and SMS consistently convert far better than organic social. That's how they launch better products, generate more repeat purchases, and build more predictable revenue than chasing that next viral post. In this video, I'm not just going to teach you how to turn on Klaviyo's Instagram auto replies. That's a given. I'm going to show you my complete Instagram to inbox system that we've used at 8, 9, 10 figure brands to transform their Instagram into a customer acquisition engine. You'll learn how to leverage comments, DMs, reels, stories, pinned posts, and collabs to turn your high value followers into high value subscribers and lifetime customers. This is far more than a tutorial. It's a completely different way of thinking, a 10-figure way of thinking about social media, customer acquisition, and retention marketing. If you're serious about getting more value from every single Instagram follower, watch this full 20-minute video and get my Instagram to inbox playbook. Let's get started. Hey guys, Isaac at HiFlyer Digital here. Today I'm going to be diving into how to convert your Instagram followers into actual subscribers with Klaviyo's really cool social auto reply function. My goal on this video is to teach you how to turn your borrowed media from your social into actual earned and owned customers and subscribers using this function. And I'm not just here to regurgitate exactly what Klaviyo teaches you right here or to just go step by step into the actual tutorials. My goal is also to give you a deeper way of thinking about how to convert your social followers into actual subscribers, email subscribers and SMS subscribers, and convert them in more ways than you would using social media. I'm going to give you the top 9 and 10 figure strategies that the billion-dollar brands are using right now. As a former VP of retention, I did it for them. I'm going to teach you how they're doing it, and I'm going to give it to you and you'll be able to do it yourself or hire us to do it for you. So let's dive into exactly what I'm going to be talking about on this video. I'm going to be sharing my Instagram to inbox playbook right here. You can see it's a full 250-page playbook. I've distilled it from this video, other sources out there, and giving you the exact way to turn your Instagram followers into high-value Klaviyo subscribers using comment to DM automations, email, SMS, and WhatsApp, and really how to also, again, like I said, think deeper than just turning on a one-trick pony. You want to also focus on collaborations and influencers and pinned posts and reels. How can you leverage all those channels to grow your list? And not just now, but at every point in time throughout the year. So this is going to be a massive playbook for you. I highly recommend you get it. There will be a link in the comments down below so you can get it yourself. Let's first see some of the results you can expect from this program that we ran out with a few of our brands. So number one of our brands right here had a list of about 104,000 right there. 104,000. We started rolling out this Instagram auto reply function, and guess what? It's really shot out to about 117,000 subscribers, primarily driven by Instagram. So consistently, their list is growing every single month. And once we saw success with that, their founder, their CEO, asked me to actually start building this out for his own personal brand. And guess what? We rolled out the same thing within a different platform. So even if you're on MailChimp and not Shopify and Klaviyo, or you're on OmniSend or some other platform, this strategy will work for those platforms too. In the past 7 days, they grew by 6,200 subscribers, not followers, subscribers from their Instagram. It jumped. They went from 30,000 to 44,000 in just 30, 60 days or so. So I'm telling you, this helps you monetize your followers. So let's dive into number one. Why is monetizing your followers so important right now? You have a pretty good following on Instagram. Maybe you have 50,000, 100,000, 30,000, 300,000, whatever it may be. Why is that so important? So let me give you the stats from the brands I work with specifically. Number one, you can see right here, this is a client. We have a beauty brand that has 300,000 Instagram followers, right? Now, that's great. That you built up an amazing following, you have a great product, there's proof of concept, but the downside is that organic social converts at a rate of 0.1%. So out of all those followers, they're not converting enough. Now, maybe they're converting through different social commerce or some other way, but generally they don't convert that way, mainly because they're there to listen, learn, have entertainment, have fun. They're not necessarily there to shop. You want to get them into a channel that you own and you can convert them in better ways. So as you see here, this beauty brand was getting 1.1% conversion rate from organic social, but when we were able to bring that follower and to convert them into a subscriber, look at the email side. They are converting at 5% now, and that revenue was 16,000, not 300, right? So that was a jump. And when we got them to SMS, same thing right here. I didn't highlight it, but SMS, they're converting at almost 6%. That's a higher converting customer, a higher converting person. So our goal is to get your followers, which aren't really converting that much, into email subscribers. It doesn't affect their they're following on Instagram, they'll still follow you there, but we want to get them into an owned media channel so we can convert them at a better rate. That's the goal of this, because you're sitting on followers that aren't really doing much. We want to break through from that. So let's first start by walking you through exactly where to find this. I'm going to mask out the clients we work with because for privacy reasons, but generally the way you can see it is over here on the left, you have this sidebar here and you click over here and there's an option that says auto replies. So you want to click on that auto replies, and then you have here, we're going to mask it again. We disconnect our Instagram for this video, but you can see right here, there is a function here that says create your own auto reply. Very simple way to do it. You click the three dots and you could click edit auto reply. Let's dive into what it shows. Now let me walk you through exactly what it looks like on the back end when you log into the auto reply section. So number one, the first thing is obviously you want to connect your account. And that's the super important part. That was on the first slide. So connect that in and you'll be able to see your specific details for your brand. I'm blocking it out right now for a brand for privacy reasons, but you can actually start this way. Note also, collab post must be initiated from this account to trigger their auto reply. That's super important. I'll talk about that later, but collaborating with an influencer or a creator is going to be a great way to start building up usage of your keywords. But you have to start with your own account first. So start there, create your account and connect it. Then you want to add in your auto reply name. I personally like to, whenever I'm sending these, I want to make it human and feel like it's coming from a real person or my social media creator, or I'm a CEO or the owner, the founder. So make it real and feel authentic. That's really the key part. So have your auto reply name there. And then what you want to focus on is the trigger, right? What is the actual keyword that they're going to be using to start this auto reply? And it's really important to use a keyword that's not so common, right? Things like using LOL, very common. Don't use that. Anytime someone comments the word LOL on your posts, or beautiful or gorgeous or love it, they're going to get this automation. So you want to focus on a keyword that's going to be more unique to the campaign you're trying to do. So if you have a beauty lookbook, use the word lookbook. If you use the word beauty, if you have a guide for, I don't know, spring or holiday buying guide, use the word guide or holidays. Make it very unique so they're not constantly commenting the wrong keyword or they're getting this flow all the time. So in this case, we have the word guide right here. Very simple. And we also say that in order to trigger this auto reply, they could either send a direct message or a comment. And I have the option to do one or both, either one. So I'm using the keyword guide. Now, you can see right here on the right, the minute that happens, the minute someone types the word guide or comments guide, the next step will occur. And the next step is collecting the email. This is the primary messages. So you have collect email, collect phone number, or custom questions. In this case, there's a very simple message. And again, I use the tone of voice of me as, let's say, a founder talking to a person, because there's always a person behind your Instagram. There's a person behind the inbox. You want to connect with them. That's the magic behind marketing, just connecting the person behind the channel. So in this case, I say, yo, glad you want the guide. Which email can I send this to? And simply reply with your email. We'll get it right over to you. Keep it very clear. Give them clear instructions. They may not understand. You'd be surprised how you need to almost idiot proof this. You want to keep it very clear and give them clear instructions. Reply with your email. We'll get it right over to you. And then you subscribe them to the list you want. Some people want to have a separate list just to track it, and they call it an Instagram email list. I always put it into one master list, and I use tags and segments to separate them out from there. So I always put it into one list. Otherwise, it just gets messy, especially if you're running this 10, 20, 30 times. You have dozens of lists. Keep it into one list. That's my professional opinion, and then segment them out from there. So I add them to the master list, and you can see right here's the journey. Yo, glad you want the guide. And they type in their email right there. And then you have the option to actually add more, collect their phone number if you want. In this case, I say, nice, can I text you a thank you gift card as well? Share your number and we'll send it right over. See right here. Then they have to type in their phone number and send it over, and they will be added to our SMS subscribers list, and all the country code information will be input here. On top of that, you can also ask custom questions such as, who are you shopping for? Or what's your biggest skincare concern? Or are you B2B or B2C? I personally don't use that. It's a more of a paid feature. I don't use it because I want to have proof of concept first, right? So start with the basics. Make sure it's running. Make sure it's working well. No issues before you start adding more things. And there you go. So the next after that is their confirmation message right here, where it'll be very simple. You got a guide and gift coming your way. Check your email and phone to confirm. Clear instructions, keep it simple. And then you also see here, there's a bunch of advanced things right here. That's if you want to add an image and header to your message. Again, I keep it very simple. I keep it human. I just want to keep it very as if I'm talking to them directly and I'm the person behind it, which we really are. And that's really what Instagram is. It's a social media platform. So I like to keep it very simple. And to be honest, I don't think you'll see a lift in conversion because of this. So after that, let's say they type in their email or their phone number wrong. You have a fallback message which says, oops, I couldn't quite understand when they said an invalid response, right? Can you recheck your formatting and try again? That's an invalid response, and it sends it if it's misspelled or it's not the right format. On top of that, sometimes someone will comment guide and walk away and forget about it, and just they're browsing videos and just type in the number, type in the keyword, and they walk away. This will also trigger it if a customer submits an invalid response 3 times, or if more than an hour has passed since the message. That says, looks like you stepped away. No worries, just send me the word access or a guide again to get this going. You can also use additional filters. Let's say you only want to limit this to more of your premium followers who have over 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers. You can limit it there with the follower account. And you could also only respond if a user follows your account as well. That's just another validation way of getting people to not abuse it and just focusing on the quality of it. That's optional. I don't necessarily use it. I just want to get my email list growing. That's how you use this in the back end. It's all very clear, and the instructions right here works like a charm. Now, in order to deliver on what you promised them, let's dive into exactly what data is coming in. So let's look at one of the subscribers that we had on our list. We have this email right here that came in, and as you can see on the right, you have their email address. If we zoom in a little bit, you have their method that they subscribed. You know exactly where they came from. And this is the key part where it says method, social Instagram message. They joined your list, they subscribed to email, and they're in, right? So now you can also see right underneath it, it just says automation channel is Instagram. So they've automatically joined your list, and now you can actually segment them out. I'm going to dive into something even cooler right here. Not only do they deliver the email address to you, they also are able to deliver details about the subscriber. So this is super helpful for segmentation and personalization. So you can see for this subscriber, their Instagram follower count was 1,800 people, and it shows that they do follow you, and it shows what keyword they used, right? They even drop in their Instagram profile image. It's great for personalizing the message to them, even cooler. Again, I'm thinking like a 9-10 figure brand here. What personalization data do we have? We're not just thinking about, oh, let me just get them on my list. That's 6-figure, 7-figure level. I want to get you the 9-10 figure level too. So Instagram username right here, so you can even personalize it within the email. So that's the data that's coming in already. And that's super helpful for growing a list, identifying who they are, connecting with them, taking them from Instagram follower to email and SMS. Now you have them on 3 channels at a minimum. That's fantastic to have it from a segmentation and personalization perspective. So that's how you start. Once they come onto your list and you've identified their information and you're seeing data coming in about them, you now need to build out your flow and your follow-up and deliver on the promise you wanted for them. So again, if you're delivering a beauty guide or a lookbook or anything content related, you need to deliver it to them. So how do you segment them out to send it to them? So as I showed you on the past section, I showed you exactly how they subscribed and how to segment out. So you can see right here, I built out a Klaviyo segment, HFT Instagram subscribers, and I show how if they've subscribed to email marketing, I then want to filter out by method, and the method equals social Instagram message. Now I could build a flow around anyone who joins this segment. That's option number 1. Then there's option number 2, where I can actually say to them, you know what, whenever someone joins my Instagram, I'm going to create a separate flow. And whenever they join a certain segment or a certain list, I then trigger my Instagram flow. That's it. Very simple way to do that. So you can either base it on the segment or based on a separate list. I prefer the third way though. The third way is if I just want to get them on my list and maybe I promised them a guide or some offer, but I know that my welcome offer has been printing cash and it's always working. I just need to deliver a guide or a lookbook or some other piece of content that I promised them from Instagram. I do this. I add them to my main list, as I showed before, my master list. And the reason I do that, again, to not get messy. You're going to have dozens and dozens of lists at the end of the day if you run out dozens and dozens of auto replies. I'd rather have everyone in one list and segment out from there. So I add them to my main list. And then what I do is I add a conditional split right here and says, has subscribed to email marketing. Right here, you see right here, has subscribed to email marketing where the method equals social Instagram message, okay? And if the answer is yes, I drive them down the path. We have a welcome email dedicated to Instagram, and everyone else goes down the regular welcome path. So anyone from Instagram will now be split out. They will go down their own path, and you can add as many touches as you want on that path. One is usually fine because it's really personalized to them, and then you can reconnect it to the rest of your welcome flow. But this is just an easy way to build on something that's already built for you, right? That's how easy it is to set up an Instagram auto reply feature that gets them from followers onto your email list, into your SMS list, delivers on the content you promised them, and actually starts personalizing the message to them based on their data, really, for the most part. I also want to take you to another level too, because now that you built out the foundation of this, There's so much more you could do. But now that you built the bones of this, you can also go deeper and think about how can I use this segmented and personalized data about my followers to create a better relationship with them. And that's what we're about, building a better customer relationship, even with your followers, right? You just want to build around that person because there's a person behind the inbox, there's a person behind Instagram. The more you know about them, the better you can connect with them. So here's a great example of what we're doing for an 8-figure brand. We've identified everyone who's coming from Instagram onto their email list. And as I showed you before, because I can see how many followers they have, I can identify everyone who has over 100 followers, or over 1,000 followers, over 10,000 followers. What do I do with that information? I can send them a personalized email. I can send them a personalized text message. I can call them if I want to, and I can even get them some products. I can have them refer their followers to us, have them do a collab with us. I can ask them for a video reel with proof of their product. I can send them my product for free. Just shoot a video of it. There's so many opportunities here just by doing this auto reply function. I wouldn't have had that data otherwise, or to be honest, it would have been more manual for you to do it yourself. So this function allows you to get more than just email subscribers. It allows you to connect with the best Instagram followers you have and start building a deeper relationship with them. On top of that, I also want to dive into the system that goes beyond this. Now that you have the foundation set, you can actually do this for anything you have. Pin a post onto your Instagram or a link in bio or in your story that has this keyword all the time, right? Now, anyone who visits your page will automatically be added to this auto reply flow because they're already seeing this in your first post, in your pinned post. You can do it in story highlights. That's a great way to get people onto your list with comment the word guide, DM the word guide. You could do this for any big campaigns like holiday launches or new arrivals. Create a whole new flow, a whole new auto reply flow for this. Just clone exactly what's working and make sure you set up the welcome flow in the right way. You could do this with lead magnets, such as creating a skincare quiz or a routine builder or a shade finder. I'm talking about more beauty brands, but you could do this for anything, or even B2B, right? We do this with a lot of B2B brands where they need to monetize that B2B audience in a different way, more of a relationship type of method of converting them. So this is another great way to use this auto reply. And also, here's a really cool way. Let's say you want to create a collab with the creator. You start the collab and you add them, you can tap into their audience, and together they're driving the keyword into your Instagram, and all of a sudden your auto reply is flowing and running fast. And now you're having 100, 200, 300 people commenting, and this is automated, just 24/7 running. So many ways to take this to the next level. That's exactly how the top brands are using this Instagram auto reply feature for their business and turn their followers and borrowed media into actual owned media on their email SMS channels. You could DIY this yourself using my Instagram to inbox playbook, and you'll see so many ways of how the top brands are doing this. Or you can just book a call with us and we'll get it done for you like we're doing already. You can go to HiFlyerDigital.com/book. You can also get my Instagram to inbox playbook down below with the link in the comments. That's how you turn your Instagram followers into actual customers 24/7, 365. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on our call. If you love this video and got some good value out of it, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. You can also click the link below in our comments to get our full Instagram to inbox playbook. And while you're there, don't forget to leave a comment about what you'd like to learn about next. Thanks for watching. Check out the next video.